Starting it up. Okay, but I do want to go ahead and you missed the conversation real quick. I was telling Jason that I've been listening to Andre 3000's Flute album. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that thing is very relaxing. It is very relaxing. I'm not going to lie to you. It is very relaxing.
I'm glad you said that because I wanted to listen to it.
It is. I'm pleased with it. I'm like, oh man, this is like actually legit. Look at this man's face.
What's wrong, Jay?
He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
I got to track 3 and was like, nah, I'm good.
Man, he couldn't do it.
I thought some Kenny G, man.
I
thought on some Kenny G, man. He ain't gonna
do it.
Man. I tried though. I gave it a good listen, bro. I really did.
Welcome to episode 83. 83 of Blerd Talk. I'm with my co-host, fellas. How y'all doing tonight?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
How y'all doing tonight?
I want to start off with some bad news. There's a lot of things going on in the nerd world today.
Blade got canceled.
I mean, we kind of already knew that, though. We kind of already knew that was going to happen. Blade, it wasn't going to happen.
I'm joking. I thought that's the news
it's still going to happen. Blade's still going to get canceled. First of all, let's get to that Minecraft trailer.
I didn't even watch it. I saw the thumbnail. I said, nah.
But you know what? Shout out to my girl Danielle Brooks, who's in it. Y'all know I got a thing for Danielle Brooks.
Is that homegirl from Peacemaker?
Yep. Who plays Amanda Waller's daughter. Yep. Let's shout out to my boo real quick. Shout out to my boo. Jack Black is in it. I'm not going to lie to you. That kind of gives me a little alley hoop to go see it too. Definitely not going to see it in the movie theater, but I'll see it. Definitely ain't going to see it in the movie theater, but I'll definitely see it. I actually had something else too. Jason, and this is mainly for you. Well, Ryan, this is for us too. Did you see the reviews came out for Joker 2?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
IGN gave it a 5.
Out of what?
10.
Well, hold on.
Oh, I kept it up. Pause. I kept the review up. I kept it up. Pause. I kept it up for you because I was like, I'm going to read this to him. Despite the best efforts of Joaquin Phoenix, Lady Gaga, and an opening hour set in Arkham Asylum, Joker, whatever the name of it is, wastes its potential as a movie musical, a courtroom drama, and a sequel that has anything meaningful to say about or add to the first Joker. Now, if you flash back, remember how I kept saying, I didn't know about it. I wasn't feeling it. But the latest trailer kind of made me go, oh, it doesn't look like it's going to be a musical like I really thought. But, yeah. And I'm not going to lie to you. There's not too many times where IGN gets it wrong for me.
That's a bold face. I mean,
yeah, I'm about to say they be.
That's your opinion.
I'm about to say they be tripping.
That's my opinion. What movie do y'all think, or a TV show that IGN rated that you was like not close to?
She-Hulk got an 8, bro.
But in my regards, I actually
She-Hulk got an 8.
Now, don't get me wrong. Hold on. She-Hulk did a lot of.
Josh.
Hold on. Definitely not an 8. Definitely not an 8. Maybe like I'll probably give it a 7.
I'm at -3.
God damn. Man, we down bad right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wasn't it IGN that gave out that top 25 TV sitcom list or something like that?
They gave out the top 25.
And that jump was whack.
Straight whack. You're right. Twilight animated series.
Pass.
Gets the moving forward from Netflix. Green lighted.
Pass.
I'm curious to see how it's going to be.
They just took that joke somewhere else with me, respectfully to everybody who like it.
I wasn't a fan of Twilight, but then I watched the first one. I was like, this is all right. I'm not going to lie to you. This is all right. This is all right. And it kind of progressed better. Now, somebody always tell me, what do I think better, like the Twilight series or Harry Potter? I know they're kind of different, but Harry go hard.
Harry cooks.
Harry cooks. Harry Potter cooks. Harry Potter cooks. I gotta agree with that. Harry Potter cooks.
That might be all five goat. That might be an all five goat movie series.
I could probably stand by that.
You saying top 5?
Probably top 5. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I could probably stand by that. I could probably definitely stand by that.
I'm saying it off the freestyle, so don't super quote me, but I'm pretty sure probably top 5.
That movie, Rebel Ridge. I heard that got an 8. It was about, so the preview is like it's a black dude riding a bike. He gets hit. It's supposed to be coming on Netflix.
I seen a trailer for that.
Yeah, and I said it looked good. They gave that an 8.
That looked okay.
That's because he had the money to bail out his brother. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me, because I wanted to check that out.
I definitely wanted that got an 8. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm very curious. And I want to go ahead. Before we get into our main topic right here, how humanity is terrible. Okay. Ryan, did you watch Terminator Zero?
I apologize. I didn't get a chance. I was out of town. Look. You saw how Jason was getting on us watching it.
I did.
So I apologize. So if y'all want to get into it, go ahead. I'm still going to watch it.
Okay. It's still worth watching. But now, Jason, you got to help me out. And I know we're going to get a lot of hate off this next comment. Well, at least I am going to get a lot of hate. From what I have seen in the anime community, Neon Genesis, what's it called?
Evangelion.
I have been told for years to watch this. It is trash.
Yeah.
It is trash. Yeah. Okay. First of all,
and let me say this: we are brother in arms in this opinion. So for the first time in Blerd Paradox history, we're on the same hill of the negative side for once.
Straight trash.
It is horrible.
What's good, Hawkston? My man.
Neon Genesis is pathetic. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It is. I do not understand how this anime has made it to people's, and there's a whole Reddit that talks about, this is the top anime of all time. Okay, yeah. First, there has never been another whiny kid in the history of anime. I thought Deku was maybe the worst. No, Deku is not even the worst. This kid was terrible. Oh my God, my dad doesn't love me. Oh my God, I don't want the palette of things.
Time out. You thought Deku from My Hero was one of the worst main character heroes?
No. He was whiny, not main. Whiny. Oh, okay. Because I felt like the first 3 episodes,
he's whiny.
He's very whiny. Like Shinji, oh my God, I never kissed a girl. Oh my God, the dude is terrible, and he doesn't even actually grow in the series. He gets a little bit of courage, and you're like, oh, okay, he's starting to get himself together, but then he goes back to being a whiny asshole. Next,
till the very end.
Until the very end. Next, episodes 1 through 20 are straight garbage, okay? 21, 22, 23 is where it starts to pick up. You're like, oh, okay, bet. Because now, Ryan, hold on. It's only 26 episodes. So 21, 22, 23, you're like, yes. 24, 25, 26 is like back to being trash.
The fact that, but the fact that you said from 1 to 22 is trash, my brain cells are gone by that time.
So, now, I will say this. The story makes it interesting.
Right, he's right. Yeah,
the story makes it very interesting.
I was about to go there.
They take so long to get there. You then lost interest. Yeah. If I was going to call it quits, I would have been like, 10 episodes in, boop, turned it off.
and
Mhm.
in my eyes, it's presented in a complicated way, even though it's not complicated. Like if you'll understand what is going on, but the way they package it is like exactly what he said. You end up losing interest.
You end up losing interest. Cuzzo in the chat said, we was just talking about Deliverance, how we need to watch Deliverance. We need to watch. Well, Jason saw it. I haven't I haven't seen it yet. So I want to see Deliverance. And
Lord.
Javon actually agrees with us. And hold on, cuz don't you go nowhere, because we definitely got to talk about. We're talking about Terminator Zero. I just got to get this off my chest. It is literally, I truly don't understand. And for years I've been watching, like, oh, they got the little angels. You know, you can put the angels on your wall, and I'm like, damn, this anime must really be good. Watched it, and I'm like, what are people thinking?
I agree.
Now, if you like it, you like it. That's you. No hate. It ain't no hate. But I'm saying, oh my God, that has to be one of the worst animes. And I truly wanted to get somebody on this show. I even hit into Reddit. Like, I should get somebody to like this show so they can come on and explain why they like it. But what is it? I keep saying Evangelion. When I could not believe how this is like. Somebody said in the Reddit, it's their top 3 anime of all time.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot.
I don't understand how it made it that high.
It's a lot of people. I watched it. I watched it like mid. I only watched it once. That's all I needed. I didn't go back.
Dude, I will never go back and watch it ever again.
And during this time, this when you had no choice but to pirate anime. Actually, Crunchyroll had just started, but it was free.
Pirate Day.
But I remember I had to find the alternate ending of the darn show.
And that's another thing. Okay, because the story is really good, but you're so clocked out by the 5th episode, you can't even make it that far.
Yep.
And so I just wanted to get that off my chest. And I know it's going to be some people in here that's going to be like, oh God, I don't know what this dude is talking about. It doesn't matter what he says. He has a big back. We can't believe this dude.
That and this manga I read called Platinum End, some of the worst stuff I've ever watched or read.
And I really plan on doing a episode where the most overhyped animes, and that has probably just made my list for number 1.
That's my number 1 for sure.
Like, I could not believe the amount of people who really was like, no, this is one of the best animes of all time. Give it a whirl. I'm like, nah, that's not me. That's not me. But something, as we know, Netflix has been putting out bangers, okay? So last week, we talked about Terminator Zero. Now, if you know me, I'm a Terminator fan. The best Terminator is Judgment Day. Can we all agree with that? Best Terminator, right? Best Terminator, okay? I
ain't mad if somebody think 1 is the best though, but yeah.
1 is good, but I truly like Judgment Day better. That scene when he's talking about how Skynet comes online gives me chills every time. But an anime called Terminator Zero came out on Netflix this week. It's only 8 episodes. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm giving that thing like an 8 or 9. I'm giving it an 8 or 9. Animation, clean, beautiful. At first, I didn't know where they was going with the storyline. And I was kind of, okay, and this is going to be full of spoilers, okay? So if you haven't watched it, we're going to spoil it. Jonathan just said, I can't believe at one time O.J. Simpson was going to almost be the Terminator. But that's absolutely true. So the story, this is going to be full of spoilers. So I got to let y'all know because we got to tell y'all. Okay, so the story kicks off. Of course, they're in the future. Judgment Day has already happened. But we all know they always try to send someone back to prevent it. But this is where I like it. They describe in Terminator Zero that when you send somebody back, you're not changing the future you came from. You're changing. Oh, wait, no. Now I'm getting myself confused. No, you're not. You're changing your new timeline. The future that's already been made doesn't get affected. So whatever you change is not for the future timeline you came from. So with that being said, it's probably everybody. Well, most people don't know. Judgment Day happens August 29th, 1997. Or is it 96? One of those. 97. So this guy who's in Japan. Now remember, Skynet is AI. This guy creates a whole nother AI called Kyoko. But Kyoko is not online yet. Kokoro. She's not online yet.
Shout out to Rosario Dawson.
Shout out. She nailed that role. Nailed it. So, and if you remember with Skynet, before Skynet came online, they was testing it out, the Army, the Department of Defense. They completely removed human thoughts, and that's how Skynet started flying and taking over planes. Well, when they first turned Skynet online, like in a millisecond, Skynet, they tried to, like, it went online in a millisecond, and they tried to pull it because they was like, oh shit, we just messed up. Well, in a panic, Skynet fires the missiles over to Russia. Russia fires the missiles back because it knows that the humans, they're going to try to take us offline. So this guy who creates the other AI, he was trying to make this AI stop Skynet. So what ends up happening though, the AI that the guy created goes, I'm just going to call her K. She says, why? She says, what have convinced me that humans are decent? Give me something. Because when he plugs her online, of course, she gets access to everything. So now she's seen war that man created, how we kill each other, everything like that. So I'm going to give you that. Because, Ryan, I'm trying to tell you, it's mind-boggling when you watch it, but it's put together so good in the anime. But I want to focus on this one thing. My cousin said the story threw him off real quick. There's, when the guy creates K, because remember, I don't want to spoil it, but when he creates K, he asks, hey, what do you want your name to be? So she gives her name. And then this is the part that I was like, damn, this is deep. Of course, it's AI. It doesn't have a gender. So then the AI goes, she changes her voice to more like a woman's voice. And he asks her, hey, why did you do that? He says, the AI says, because women are nurturers. And actually says, in the givers of life. One must say, like, life wouldn't happen without women. And I thought that was so deep because how much do we talk on this show? Like, whenever there's like a woman main character involved in this stuff, it gets fit to the side. But the fact that they did that, I was very pleased with that. Because she gave a great reason why she chose a woman's voice.
Right.
And how she basically made her like, because the AI didn't have a gender, it made it a woman, even though, it doesn't have female parts. But I thought that part was very good. And actually, there is a lot. And because I can definitely see why the story would throw you off. Because it's one of those shows that you have to pay attention to. Mm-hmm. If you miss 3 minutes, you probably missed something that was very, very important. And see, John said he stopped at 5. He stopped at episode 5. there's a part in there where they explain the nanny and all that, but it was very good. It was very laid out very well. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably one of the best Terminators I have seen in a long time. Like, as you know, because a lot of people try to do the Terminator because, you know, we had Genesis and stuff like that, and it kind of rewrites, right? And and those Terminators kind of rewritten a lot from the original. Because one, they kill John Connor. Another one, Skynet captures John Connor, and they actually make him into a robot. So it's kind of like, okay, the story was going all over the place at one point. But this kind of ties them together because in a way, it basically says the timeline is different for everyone. And that's once you get past that, because even when the lady is explaining how the timeline works, I'm like, damn, that would make sense. Because why would the people in the future, if they change something in the past, how would the people in that future where they was coming from see that change? They're already living in the moment right there. So it makes a difference, but then it goes like this. It makes you think kind of deeper was, whoa, so does that mean Skynet was really supposed to happen? Like, because they even say in Terminator 3, Judgment Day was never meant to be stopped. They just postponed it all the time. And the show really makes you think about us as humans and caring for each other and stuff like that. It was really deep. You definitely got to pay attention to it. I'm giving it like an 8 or a 9.
And even how you explain that, it makes me think about, I really wished they were, because Age of Ultron kind of touched on it a little bit, but I really wish they had really ringed it in.
And I was actually talking to Javon about that, because all these AI movies, like if they had gave Ultron a little bit more, he basically had the same point. Like, look what you all do to each other. Why do y'all deserve to live?
Right.
And every AI we're talking about, not to stray away from Terminator, but look at the Matrix. Okay, and you know. The Matrix, at least the machines was just using this as batteries, like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was okay. I keep saying okay, but I thought it was like very good. Thought it was laid out well. Story was great. I truly enjoyed it. And everybody's voice acting, superb, great. Loved it. It was awesome. And just to see, like, there's this one scene when the Terminator's trying to track down the kids, but they have a toy robot cat that they were trying to get rid of. He looked on the cereal box. I mean, he looked on the cereal box, the box that the toy cat came in. He got the serial number. From the serial number, he went to the website, and it's all in like the Terminator's GUI, his OU. And, you know, it's all red with the right letter. And so he connects to the website where the toy came from, gets the model number of the cat, sends a signal to the cat, like through the internet, and he was able to track. I was like, that's dope. That is so dope. It was so good. It was very good. Jonathan said we don't talk about Genesis. But I did enjoy Terminator. I was really pleased with it. Like, it was good. It was good. So, Jason, I'm curious to see what you thought. I kind of have a feeling what you're saying because you told us to watch it. I feel like since you told us to watch it, you're going to give it a good score.
Yeah, it's a 5 out of 5. That thing, how it all tied together.
And it was because actually gory. It was actually pretty gory.
Yeah, I can't spoil because Ryan didn't see it.
Yeah.
I still
but it's the shocking aspect of it when you go like, oh shoot, it's the shock aspect of it.
Okay.
I appreciate him using the T-800, and I liked how the T-800, like, I saw a video clip of his, the writer who wrote the show, and it was good to go back to the roots of the T-800 because it's a Terminator. Yeah, it could use guns and shoot guns proficiently, but it's a Terminator. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't really need guns, right? And a lot of hand-to-hand combat in Terminator.
And there was a lot of hand-to-hand.
And when I say hand-to-hand, it's not necessarily two Terminators going at each other. Like, he's grabbing people.
Yeah.
It's not just bang, bang, shoot them up. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not M60. It's grounded. This man updated himself with a crossbow.
And that part was so dope. Like, yeah, he literally upgraded his armor and with the crossbow, had put nails in it to like so it could function. And then
every time he ran into, when he was trying to complete the objective, of course there's a brick wall.
Yeah.
Stops him.
Yep.
And every time he gets stopped, he upgrades. But he upgrades in a grounded way. It's nothing crazy.
Right.
He don't go get laser beams or none of that.
Yep.
It's straight street level crossbows and
simple stuff. And kind of like Jason said,
revolvers.
Yeah.
Like,
man, and there's even this one because at first I wasn't getting the hand. I was like, when she was kind of going at it hand to hand, I was kind of like, how are you gonna go with a Terminator? But it's actually pretty grounded because it's not like they're just throwing blow for blow. She's more doing like grabs. Like there's this one scene where she throws a punch and she grabs him and he's just like banging. She's like spitting up blood. But it was good. It was good. Like the hand-to-hand combat, it's not like some John Wick stuff. It's like, how do I overpower something that's stronger than me? Because we know that the Terminator, and which was actually kind of weird. I never seen this model of Terminator run.
Yeah.
But he actually runs in Terminator Zero. Now, you never see him run it's not no amazing distance because we all know everybody runs that certain way from liquid metal. But this Terminator actually ran, and I was like, oh shit, it's running. Like, I'd never seen this model run, but very put together, very good. Yes, I agree.
Character development.
Now my cousin faking, y'all. He faking in the chat saying he got to finish it. But that's what Blerd Paradox do for y'all. We make sure y'all see the good stuff. And that is one you got to watch. That one is you got to watch. I was very pleased with it. Very.
I like the development of the characters. The
Absolutely.
Kids.
Absolutely.
I hate one of them. I ain't going to give it away.
I know which one you're talking about.
Kind of hated his guts.
I hate his guts too.
The time travel story. There is a little bit of a not disclaimer. There's a little legal loophole, or there's a little small weird plot hole with the time travel story. A little bit, but it all depends on how you accept it. Yeah. But because there is questions to be asked because he was speaking about the prophet earlier, and she was telling the girl that she was sending back that time does not move in a straight line.
Yeah. So
when you go in the past, the minute you go in the past, it's an immediate butterfly effect. You going into the past already changes the future. Mm-hmm. And so someone else explained that that's how the other Terminator movies happen, loosely by saying every time you send somebody back to the past, it changes that future. So that was their way of explaining the Terminator movies and John Connor and Christian Bale version.
Yep, that's their way of tying it together. Yep,
because the guy said, you'll see, but the guy pretty much was like, people before us was trying to send back a savior, and every time we send back a savior, they used to send back a Terminator. Yep. He said, I thought that was small-minded, so I decided to try it this route, which Josh clued you in on with the AI.
No,
the plot. Well, I ain't going. You'll see.
And I kind of like that because when you think about it, it's right. Because like you said, if I was to send somebody back to the past, whatever they change, I won't see it because I'm already in the future.
It's already in change.
It's right. It's already in the change. The change has been made. So
now their future ends, but you created a new future.
Yes.
Where they may or may not exist. That's where Flash.
Exactly.
Well, we ain't gonna get into the Flash CW with his daughter.
Don't get me into that Speed Force bullshit now. Don't do it. John, I did watch the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and I did like that too. The Sarah Connor Chronicles was good. I loved, and like you said, that was their way of connecting, because it's almost like the director knew, okay, I kind of got, how am I going to tie this in with, probably not the first three, but then you're talking about, Salvation was the one where Christian Bale, and Judgment Day has already happened. Yeah. So they're in war.
He did it in a very loosely way.
Yes.
It was, you'll catch it, but it was in passing. Like,
yes. Yeah. But, and then it would be hard to do because
but you already gonna be suckered in by the time.
You already gonna be suckered. Yep. Because then you got Dark Fate. No, I think it was Genesis first, and that's the one that I really hit shit the bed on, because that's the one where
he gets the liquid metal.
No. That's the one where Skynet
right?
catches John Connor, and John Connor goes, "This is the only way I can save the future," and by becoming like part of Skynet. I hated that.
But don't at the end of the movie, Terminator gets the T-1000 liquid metal jump, right?
I think so.
I think you may be right. Then Genesis. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. SCC was very underrated. Like, the part in Dark Fate that I like is basically after
never seen Dark Fate.
Oh, you never saw Dark Fate?
I'm boycotting, bro.
I mean,
after Genesis, I was like,
I mean, you're right, and I can see why you did that, because I just so happened to see it because it was on TV. But here's my thing that I liked about. Well, let me just tell you, in Dark Fate, the Terminator actually kills John.
Oh, yeah.
John's over at the bar. Terminator, boom, blows him away while the man trying to get a drink. So at this time, the mission is done. His objectives are done. His mission was to kill John. Done. He walks off, but hold on, Jason. This the part. The Terminator, to complete the mission, he like, fuck it. I'm just going to get a woman. So he finds a mother and a child. Basically, the mother was having some hard trouble. He basically lives with him. He's raising the kid and the mother, they're basically together. Sarah Connor goes, so this girl doesn't know you got a 900-pound robot. He's like, our relationship isn't physical. So basically, the Terminator's not clapping cheeks. He's just living there. It was great. And and Sarah Connor's looking at him because she's like, yeah, it's you. And they use that to get with. I know how it sounds. I know. Go ahead.
So the mother of the son that was killed by the Terminator teamed up with the Terminator that killed John Connor.
Yes. Oh, against her, she had to have a lot of convincing.
They didn't like rewire him or anything.
Nope.
Like that.
No. So in that timeline, there was no rewiring. He actually kills John. Mission complete.
Did she grieve? Was it the same John in the same time? Maybe it was a different time.
It was the same John from Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
And she was just like, I hate him, but we're going to team up.
Yes.
Did she try to fight him?
In the beginning, not fight him, but she was like, yeah.
You can spoil the movie, bro.
I won't say try to fight him, but I think she was like, if I remember correctly, she did try to shoot him or something. I can't. Yeah, Jonathan, right? He did though. The Terminator had a whole job. The Terminator.
Man.
The Terminator did. He had a whole job. No.
I knew it.
He did. He had a whole job. Like, dude, it's funny. After he kills John, he drops the gun, walks off.
I ain't even gonna bootleg it.
Nah, I will say, it's definitely gonna be a waste of your time. But I did find it enjoy. The thing about it is, it screws. Became a stepdad without clapping the cheeks. That's literally what happened. He really did, because she was like, "Wait, hey, Lotus Snacks was in the the chat. I like loading snacks. They're like I follow a lot of this stuff. He really did. Terminator was clapping. He didn't even clap no cheeks. He was just like, yeah. and Sarah actually brings that up. She's like, this lady doesn't know it's a whole 900 robot on top of me. She's like a 900-pound robot. He's like, our relationship isn't physical. It was great. It was great. Oh, and that's the best part. The lady comes out. The Terminator's holding the beer and everything. And then she comes home and he's like, I gotta help with the bags. He was a family man. He was a family man. He was a family man.
Oh man.
It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Remember, they watched this before they greenlighted it. Go ahead.
Right.
Oh, but yes, but the action scenes were good. The action scenes were good in that. But that's what I was telling you, because Jason's absolutely right. I'm pretty sure the director was like, how do I tie this with the rest of the Terminators? And he had to do that with Terminator Zero by explaining the timeline thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
quick question.
Quick answer.
This or X-Men 97?
Oh, easily X-Men 97. There is nothing TV show wise that has beat X-Men 97.
Terminator Zero.
Let me hold on. I don't think my headphones were right. Hold on. Jason, are you telling me that you're putting Terminator Zero as your number one anime of the year over X-Men 97?
Animated.
Oh, not animated. TV show, animated.
TV show, animated, anime. Yeah. That don't. I won't debate anybody that still got X-Men 97 or 100%. Is 1A, but my 1 is Terminator Zero.
Javon just said, "Wow, didn't see that opinion happening."
For the simple fact of like, X-Men 97 is perfect, but it was perfect because while the storyline was great, it was also perfect for nostalgic reasons that they actually took the original essence of the show and modern dated, and it worked. But Terminator, I cared. I didn't care when Gambit died. I was blown. I was like, dang, he died. But I didn't like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God. That feeling lasted for all of 10 minutes. And I was ready to see the next episode. Is Apocalypse coming? Is Phoenix coming? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to lower my excitement for it by putting it that way.
Okay,
But in Terminator, like, I was way more emotionally invested with how that story went as opposed to X-Men. X-Men 97 felt like more of a superhero action movie with great story, while Terminator, storytelling wise, from an emotional standpoint, I cared. Like, I thought Bama's was about to die. Like, it's on that type of thing for me. But X-Men, it's X-Men.
Don't mind me. I'm just calling my doctor to make sure I'm not having a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. Even the Rogue character, like even Rogue's character progression, it worked. I'm not saying they did a bad job.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, it's past just the stats, it's the intangibles. And when Rogue flipped out, I was like, cool, I understand it, but I was more entertained than emotionally invested. If you get me emotionally invested, I'm automatically gonna put you on a high pedestal because I don't care about a lot of stuff when it comes to movies or shows. We have seen worse, okay? So X-Men 97, great. Like I said, 1A, 1 and 1A, I have no problem. But Terminator, and with what the future holds,
now
because there will be a season 2.
Okay, so I'm just going to let you know right now, you're absolutely right, because on my list of best TV shows right now is X-Men 97, True Detective Night Country, and then Terminator Zero. But actually, I can actually move Terminator Zero above True Detective Night Country. But damn, Jason, I was not expecting you to say. So it's the best animated thing this year.
Yeah, for me, yeah. I don't want to speak on anime. I can't speak on anime because I read the manga, so I don't know what is the belle of the ball right now when it comes to anime. So I'm not going to do that to anime. But Terminator Zero, for me, if you get me to be emotionally invested, if I'm yelling at the TV, if I'm like, oh snap, move, duck, jump, that's a personal thing for me. Because most movies, I'm stone faced. I'm just like, even if it's a good movie, I'll still be stone faced sometimes.
And I will say this: you do have
Dune 2 is the only other movie that did it this year.
Wait, what'd you say?
Alien, Dune 2 and
Dune
Alien
2.
Romulus.
Yeah.
Said the same thing about Alien. I actually cared to a certain extent when people were dying, except for the cousin boy.
I know what you're talking. Nobody liked that dude.
He tried to put the electric in the yeah. You
so
can go. You can go. That's it.
John just said, when Rogue flipped out on Cap, when she did sling that shield, she was like, go get it. That was kind of hard body.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was dope, but my heart wasn't really like in it in that way.
So I will say,
over X-Men 97.
You're definitely right about the invested part, because that whole conversation when he's talking to Kay and they're talking about the human race and what he's going to do, I was very invested in that. And the way they do the scene is really good because he's in a room, but basically the room is nothing but monitors, and she's able to change the monitors to what she wants it to be. So not only is she talking, but because she's AI, this is her way of visually showing Malcolm what she's saying. It was very done well. So I could definitely see you and your point about that. I can stand by that.
X-Men 97 kind of has the sort of the same vibe as Avatar, but Avatar's worse. Avatar is a good movie because it's technically sound, but like story-wise, or like me being emotionally invested, it's a little bit boring. Like there's nothing to hold on to after you're done watching. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? It's technically sound. It's like a basketball player that gets 20 points a game, so in a boring way. You can't be mad at it, but it's nothing to glorify. It's just there.
And I will say, I wasn't shocked when Gambit died. Like I was kind of like, damn. Like you said, I was like, damn, my man Gambit, the Cajun persuasion. But then I was okay, yeah. I was right. You're right.
After it was over, fell asleep, woke back up.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from. I'm not knocking that. I definitely see where you're coming from.
Mufasa died in the original Lion King. It sat with me. Inception, at the end when he spent the thing and you didn't know if it was going to stop or not.
That sits with you right there. It does. That part, like, am I still here? That part does sit with you. Okay, I could definitely see. When you was talking about the basketball, Jonathan said Tim Duncan. I could definitely see. Okay, you're right, because I do feel like Terminator I was actually, like you said, invested in what she was saying, like the whole Okay,
yeah, and that's me though, because I also see the argument for X-Men 97. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm coming. Like this is literally like 1A. Like if anybody was to say no, I'd be like, okay, I agree with you. Terminator Zero is not number 1 because X-Men 97 is number 2. You forgot Fallout, by the way. But you
oh shit, I did forget Fallout. Let me add that to the list real quick. You're right. I forgot about Fallout. You're right.
Fallout. Well,
you're right.
I separated animation from live action, but I do believe Fallout is still.
Fallout is good. Fallout was a great show. So in hindsight, if you haven't seen Terminator Zero, watch it. You won't be you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. It's done good. I'm very. It was good. It was good. Like I said, you're absolutely right. And man, it's really going to make you question the human race, though. It really does. It really. That's where Jason's talking about. That's how it got me. It made me really go, damn. Because even when she was like, come on, Malcolm, give me a reason. He was even stalling. He was like, oh my God, I got nothing. Like, and to be perfectly honest with you, even at the end, he really didn't have nothing. Like, if you think about it, I'm not going to tell you what the end part was, but even when he finally gives his reason, it's kind of like, if I was AI, I would have been like, shut it down. Shut it down.
How long is each episode?
Each episode, I want to say it's like 30 minutes, maybe?
30 minutes.
30 minutes each episode. Agreed hard choice between He-Man and X-Men.
It felt like 5 minutes to me.
Oh, really?
That's how much I loved it, man. It felt like 5 minutes.
Dude,
I watched one episode 3 times.
For Terminator Zero?
Yeah, I watched one episode like
I did. I rewatched the episode when he first built Kay and he was like teaching her because she's AI. She doesn't know anything. And something happens and Kay's like, well, why did you do that? Like, but even that scene, because he was getting shunned. Somebody was getting shunned from, because like he said, we tried sending people back. That didn't work. we didn't send back plenty of people. Skynet keeps sending back Terminators. Apparently, it's not working. And he said, "You know what? I'm going to do this." And he makes the AI.
That Jones said, "What is my name?" He said, "No, you tell me."
He said, "You tell me what you want your name to be." And that scene is so powerful. Oh, and I know when somebody does a review of Terminator Zero, they're going to talk shit about that scene. They're going, oh, she chose to be a woman. Why not chose to be a man? I know it's going to happen. I'm waiting for the Reddit because I know the trolls are coming. But the scene is so good because, like you said, it's talking in a regular computer voice, and then she switches her voice, and you're like, oh, she's a woman now. She chose a woman. And then he asks, hey, why did you do that? And she gives a legit, meaningful reason.
The creator probably did that because he knew people was going to be like, the audience was probably asking why did she choose.
But I'm trying to tell you, she gave a damn good answer that you can't even argue with. You can't even argue with the answer.
There's an episode, I can't think of the number, but there's an episode where he's talking about how Malcolm was stalling to try to show the AI Kokoro that humans should be saved. And the whole time she was asking him, like, what are you stalling for? What are you doing? Like, I know you got something planned. What am I waiting for? Why don't you just give me the answer why you think I should save humans? He kept saying, don't worry, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you. And then she asked the question again. And that's when he goes, you know what? What do you want? What's your motivation?
Wait, hold on. He
asked the AI. He asked Kate, yeah.
Oh, what she wants, okay.
And I knew the exact answer. Life.
Nobody,
what an AI want?
Nobody wants to die. It's the perfect answer. It's what everybody wants. Everybody wants.
Before she said it, because I'm thinking about it's an AI. So I was just like, well, you got all the knowledge. You know you.
Oh, Ming just got here. So, in his eyes, Terminator does take it over X-Men 97. I'm
shocked he said that.
Yeah, for me, he hasn't yet. But that is what's the one thing. That's it.
What else would the AI need? It don't need money.
It don't need money. What the AI need with money?
And it got the knowledge of the world. So I smooth knew it, and that comes back around later on in the show when you watch it.
Because if you think about it. That's exactly why Skynet. Because remember now in this Terminator Zero, there's 2 AIs. You got Skynet, and then you got K. Well, in this one, it makes a perfect sense because the reason why Skynet went ass up is because man was trying to take it out, and it was like, oh hell no, you got the wrong one. You picked the right one today, baby. You picked the right one, and it shot the missiles. And because even when they show Judgment, and that's the thing. So they're in Japan.
Okay. So
Skynet is already launching the missiles. It just like Skynet has already launched the missiles, and the guy was like, Malcolm goes like, we're out of time. And the missiles are already flying. Skynet has already happened. Like, well, Skynet's already happened. Judgment Day is happening now.
I got you.
So
Judgment Day is happening.
Judgment Day is happening right now on the opposite side of the world.
Got you.
So like, it's funny because now that it's happened, like Malcolm's like, God, I failed. And literally, technically, he kind of did. Because he was even questioning turning Kay online. Because now, this whole time, she's not online yet, which means she hasn't had access to the internet.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any access to the internet.
And she was saying, if you want me to stop Skynet, you got to plug me in. But
Yep.
she's still not sure if she wants to save the human race.
Right. And he's because Kay is not giving him the answer he wants. He's like, oh my God, I fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, I'm not even getting the answers I want. So now at this point, it's almost like, dang, you kind of made it worse.
But ain't that crazy that from an AI standpoint, Malcolm is making it worse? Because you created.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's the thing. Yep.
For you to create me, and you won't risk plugging me in online for me to maybe or maybe not stop Skynet is starting to prove my point on why I don't even know if I should waste my time saving you at all.
Facts.
Deep, yeah.
It's when I tell you it's
deep, bro.
God damn it! Now I gotta change my thing because now Jason got me thinking. I'm like, shit. It may be better than 97. It may be better than 97.
Man, I done a Rubik's Cube Terminator Zero, bro. I done broke that joint down, bro. God. I'm telling you, it's fine.
And that's the thing. The story, and don't get me wrong, it's some action in it, but it's mainly story driven. Yeah. And the questions that, I mean, because like seriously, if you really think about it, Malcolm technically messed up because he's like, holy shit. And like, Kay is like, well, if you want me to help, you got to turn me online. Well, he's like, I don't even know if I should do that because you over here, you flipping the script on me.
Yeah.
Wait, so he's still able to talk to her. She's just not online yet.
Right. So the way he made it, they're in a secret room, but he created her in this room, but technically she's just not plugged up to the internet.
Gotcha.
Because remember, once the AI gets out in the world, it's open season. Right. They have access to everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Think about Skynet. Think about Ultron. Remember remember how they was debating plugging Ultron up, and when they plugged him up, they was like, "Damn it, we messed up."
No, go ahead, Jason.
I was about to say, and she hit him with the only way I can stop it is if you plug me online. He said, well, if I plug you online, you're going to save us. She was just like, She was like,
And the fact that it's being voiced by Rosario Dawson, I know I could probably picture her face. Just, oh, man. I love her.
And then John makes a good point because at one point, my cousin makes a good point because she even goes, maybe I should get with Skynet because... From what because she basically says, I need to see what Skynet saw. What made Skynet go, okay, I'm going to do this. So at one point, she's kind of like, I'm kind of with him. I'm kind of with him.
Mm-hmm. Nah, even on Age of Ultron, I knew they was done when Ultron was like, why do you call him sir? I said, oh, Lord, that's a rat. I said, oh, God.
But, dude, every time these movies with AI, but I will say this. I think only a few movies do AI where it's like terrifying. Good. That would be Terminator. Mm-hmm. Actually, I would even throw Ultron in there because I legit still think about from Terminator 2 Judgment Day when they're driving through the desert and Sarah Connor asks, how does Skynet happen? When the Terminator breaks it down and explains it, you like, oh my God. And then when she says who's responsible, and she says, he says, Miles Benedict Dyson. And so you know, she tries to go kill Miles Dyson. And Sarah Connor, my man Miles Dyson was in there with his wife and kids.
That was the black guy, right?
Yep, it was the black.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, go ahead, Josh.
He was on this. Me and Justin still laughing at that scene. I don't know how much. Oh God, he's gonna die. He said, "You gotta see Justin when Justin made that joke. That is hilarious."
Oh man.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh, AI is gonna be running the jump. Like, but that is, dude. It is so much. Damn it. Jason's really gonna make me now, since I'm like talking about it. Jason's really gonna make me change my mind, because
go ahead, flip him.
The way that is done, and like I'm saying, they couldn't. Dawson did such a good job. Even her demeanor was like, it was never aggressive. Mm-hmm. It was like, tell me why. Like they're literally watching on the they're on, because I told you the room is like just a whole bunch of screens. Right, they're literally she's watching Skynet at this point, like, damn. And Malcolm's sitting on the table trying to debate. He curled up in the fetal position. Like
she created two different identities of herself.
Yep, she did.
And they each had their own personality of what they think they should do, even though she was still one.
Yep.
As in, basically,
it is very good
for people like me to talk to themselves, or think out loud.
Javon said
her representation was three other people.
Yep.
One of them was like, "Yo, ain't you gonna do it?"
Yeah.
And the main one was like, and there's another one. She looking like, you really like, but that's her debating
with herself,
what
right?
She should do, but she had two. It was
when she hits him with the question of what have we done that benefits the world, aka not to benefit humans. Even Javon was like, even I was speechless. Because she does. Dude, she was asking, and that's the thing.
She hit the Latin word for slave.
Yeah. Oh, that was the line right there. Oh, Jason, what was it? Because he said AI. They were talking about, was it AI?
I forgot what word.
It was what? Damn it! It was a word that she said, and
I forgot. I'm gonna look it up.
God dang it! What was it?
I forgot. But
robot. Was it robot? I think it was robot.
I think
it was
right.
robot.
I think it's robot.
So it was robot, and she went into something saying, "No, that was like an ancient word, like not for, but it derives from something from slave." I was like, "Damn, that's pretty deep." It was robot. Yep.
That sounds like a
that was the whole thing with her with the different bodies, because like basically it was her trying to. Oh, Dominique, what's up? Dominique just joined in. What's up, Dominique? We talking about Terminator Zero. It's on Netflix. Gotta watch it. So vicious. Yeah. Man, but yes, that's what it was. It was robot.
She said, "How you gonna talk to me about peace when you created me to be a weapon?"
Right there, Malcolm should have walked out. He should have been like, "Oh damn, she got me."
She said, "You did this. You made me to stop Skynet."
The questions.
I don't want to be a weapon.
Yeah, it was wrong. Dude, the questions that she asked, because remember, they're watching Skynet at this point. Right. They're watching Skynet destroy the side of the world, and like literally, Malcolm at this time he still really hasn't put her online, because he's like, "Oh my God, what do I do?" Because now he doesn't even know what her outcome is going to be,
right? Or her
intentions.
And he was telling her Skynet is coming. And she was just like, yeah, so?
What they got to do with me, big fella? I'm in this room. Like, literally. Like,
yeah, so? I kind of agree why they about to turn on you.
That's
you created them for the same, somebody created them for the same reason you created me.
It is very, damn.
What is it about you people that should make me save you?
Dominique said, "Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it. Didn't realize it was on Netflix." She said, "Been obsessed with this K-drama she been watching." But yeah, if you haven't seen it, you have to. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's a few shows that make me question humanity. But Terminator Zero is kind of like, even when she says, "What have we?" Like Javon said, because that's an important question too. What have we done for the world? And you're like, oh,
us as humans.
Us as humans.
He tried to do the, he answered with, the basic stuff. That was I'm being paraphrasing because he didn't really.
Right.
Energy fuel.
And she was like, oh, you use that same energy to make the Hiroshima bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hello.
Yep.
Hello. And so she was going blow for blow, and he was at this point.
It was like that.
He's like, damn. Like, it's so good, man, and the story is so clean.
Is Timothy Olyphant, is he voicing Malcolm?
That's a good question.
The guy who that show Justified, he was on Justified.
He was the sheriff or something, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen.
Because I saw his name in one of the
let me see.
Voice actors.
He voices.
You said they set in Japan, right?
Yeah, it's in Japan.
Gotcha.
The writer already said season 2 he's going to expand the time.
I don't even see him on the list right here, dude. I don't even see him on the list.
His name was on the job.
He said they're going to expand on the time thing, and he's going to explain the prophet more, Josh. That's the old woman.
Oh, that's
the old woman that was...
That, you know who I thought that was? Go ahead. I thought it was Sarah Connor.
My brother, shout out to my brother. He's saying that's the little girl.
The little girl?
The one of the sister of the 3 kids with Kenta. The girl that was with Masaki. He said that's her.
That's his theory. That's his theory. Oh, okay.
So earlier when he spoke about the lady explaining to him about there was a woman called the Prophet. She sent Masaki back in time. Basically, Masaki was Kyle Reese. Let's just put her in that role. She's the Kyle Reese.
Right.
Go back in time and as a human, do this. Her name was the Prophet. She was the one that explained when I said earlier, time doesn't go in a straight line. She was explaining to Masaki, the Kyle Reese character. The writer said he's going to explain her furthermore.
Okay.
You'll see.
Yeah,
You'll see.
Yeah, I gotta watch this.
That's when she was like, F fate. When Masaki was trying to ask her what she should do when she go back in time, and she was like, "Bruh, once you go back in time,
that's it.
This don't exist. You're going to be dealing with a whole new future. So to heck with what fate is.
Yep.
Fate is what we make.
Yep.
Wait, did I say that right?
No. Yep. That's the line. But in this line, like you said, fuck fate. That's basically how they go. That's how they go. They was like, nah, it ain't like that.
Fuck fate. Yeah.
Bye, Dominic. Nice for you joining us. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
Fate is what we make.
That's what she said. Fate is what we make, man. And I'm just saying, this shit was so good, man. You got to see it. Yeah. So we got any closing remarks before we get out of here? I'm going to go ahead and state 2 of them. Beetlejuice this week. I'm in there. And 2.
It come out this week. And 2, I'm going to be watching Sonic 3.
Yes, that looks really, really good.
Really good.
Those Sonic movies are 2-0 right now.
Right. Hasn't taken an L yet.
If it go 3 for 3, this is the best trilogy of all time.
It may just be. Of all time?
You put it over
no.
So you put it over the rings?
No. I can't put it over Lord of the Rings. But even though.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, John. Are we talking animated trilogy, or are you talking about just in general?
Sonic isn't animated to me. That's a movie.
Yeah, I'm going live action.
Yeah. Okay. All right, fine. Yeah. But also, it depends on what Doom Messiah is going to be too. So if that jump might take the cake. That might. Cause I'm still watching Doom 2. Can't wait for the Oscars next year, bro. Man, I hope
it better sweep.
It got to sweep. Oh my God, it got to sweep.
Soundtrack, best motion picture,
the music. Hey y'all, I don't even listen to like a lot of theme music. Like Google has the Dune 2 soundtrack. Listen to it all the way through.
when he finally tamed the worm, son, that joke she hit the note. I said, "Oh,
Chef." Hey, as the meme says, to me, that's cinema. That's cinema right there. That's cinema.
I said, "Oh,
Man,
the sand was going past."
Oh my!
Oh yeah, Deuce put in Snoop, put in Dr. Dre. Let me ride on the worm. I was like, this man floating him. What?
Man, even when he looked at Shorty, when he looked at Zendaya, he was just like, "You know I love you, but I got to do this. I got to do this." I'm like, no.
Right, I got what you meant too, Jason. You said before when y'all was doing the review, you were saying you felt bad for her character. I understand it. I felt for her too. And I appreciate her standing, on her morals and stuff.
Standing on business. Standing on business.
Sand, baby. Standing on the sand, baby.
It's like, because it's so funny because I just love how I pieced together that it was Christopher Walken's character working behind the scenes that got his father killed. So I felt like what do you call it? I felt like a sense of relief, like he deserved that when he made him kiss the ring, like he stomped his foot.
Oh yeah.
He was like, no, either your daughter just saved you, so either you kiss this ring or forget what your daughter talking about.
Facts.
Boy.
He smoked that scene. I was sitting in the movie theater with my hands covering my face, like I knew it was coming, but it's the dread of I finally got you. I was like,
I got you.
Really got
Man. Yeah, so that's
I might watch that tonight.
Dude, I don't really watch movies more than once. I had watched Doom 1 and Doom 2. Like, in Doom 2, I know I didn't watch easy 4 times. Easily.
I read somewhere they had a event where when Doom 2 was coming out, they had like an IMAX event where you can go watch the first one and then right after the second
I would have loved to do
I
that.
would have loved it. That would have
that.
been so good.
Because I'm convinced, I'm so glad, because I was not going to see Dune in the movie theaters. I ended up going to a late show, and they had it in RPX, was basically IMAX, and I'm like, God damn, I'm so glad I chose this.
I thought Doom went straight to Max.
No, Dune 2 was in the movie theater.
No, you said 2.
He said
the first
Doom,
one, right.
but he meant
Doom 2,
right. I got you. Yeah. You're right. So, but did it go straight to Max, the first one?
Doom 1 went straight to Max.
Because I think that was the vid. I think when Doom 1 came, was doing the vid. Yeah.
You're right. So how does that work? So
like, my house.
Huh?
I said it was fire in my house that Doom 1. I was like,
it kind of made me mad that I don't invest in like a sound bar or something, because I was like, this is when you need like a sound bar for.
And I mean, of course, I heard of Doom way back in the 80s in the movie, blah, blah, but I watched Doom 1 off just some like, a big movie release coming straight to HBO Max. All right, F it.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I was like, where is Doom 2?
Yeah,
they ain't working on Doom.
Same.
Right.
I need that like yesterday.
And for Doom 2, the fact that it was originally, this is what I'm saying. I'm glad that they pushed it back, because 2023 was already packed. Between Oppenheimer and Barbie, that's why I was telling y'all. I kind of wish Godzilla -1 would have released this year. I feel like they at least had more. Yeah. So -1 was still good, but it was like you coming at the end, but everything behind it. But they moved. So Doom 2 moved from November last year to March. So I was like, I was a little nervous when I was like, I was scared. I said, oh dang, they pushing it back far, but it worked out. I said, okay.
They got that title belt and they ain't let it go since.
Man, what? It's not even God, it was so good, bro. Maybe if Blade 3 was different, it would be in the running.
Blade 3.
Yeah, I said maybe Blade 3 was, and then different, it would be in the running. Y'all, what's going on, Sabrina? I just want y'all, can we get some W's in the chat for my girl Sabrina? Y'all throw Sabrina some love in the chat. Get some W's in the chat for my girl Sabrina. But yes, I am pleased. But y'all, I'm proud. We're gonna keep this going. Next week, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be talking about. Oh, okay. Yes, I gotta tell y'all. No show next week. No show next Wednesday. We're gonna pick it up the Wednesday after that. So we can't do it next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that. You're right.
and my two final thoughts before you send us off. I'll give you the good first. Anime watchers, Kinnikuman on Netflix. If you know Ultimate Muscle, you know Kinnikuman,
Hmm.
and you know I gotta you know poop on something before I go. Hey
There you
man,
go. Oh God.
that Crow movie. Go ahead, pack him up. Go ahead, pack it up.
I mean, we knew
Whew.
it was going to be bad. We knew it was going to be bad. But like, oh man. And you know what? I kind of feel bad because the girl who's in it, she's a singer, and she actually is a good singer. And Bill is a good actor.
Twig.
Twig, yeah. Her albums are dope.
Shout out to Skarsgård. He did the best he could. I have no issues with Skarsgård.
So okay, so let me ask you. You saw it. So we're going to make it quick. Are you saying writing was the issue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's different.
Did Twig do good? Did she do good? Because she always strikes me as like she didn't really do good.
Here's the thing. That aspect of the movie, put it to you like this. The original Crow.
Mm-hmm.
You cared about Shelly, but you ain't really care about Shelly, right?
Right.
They tried to make you care about Shelly. You don't really care about Shelly.
Do you think
because you know where it's going? It's a reboot, right?
So
you trying to get to the Crow.
So I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you if you didn't see the first Crow and you just watched this, because I do feel still no good. Okay.
You saw it, Ryan?
I didn't, but I'm to that point. But, maybe somebody young who doesn't know about the older one, maybe I'm just saying for their perspective, maybe
I'm with you, because that was going to be my next question. They might
enjoy this.
That was going to be my next question.
Okay,
because
say it this
I do feel like the Crow, it's a lot to follow, and you can't see it, but my poster with the Crow right here with Brandon Lee, I do feel like a lot of people who seen that, immediately they go into the movie, they're like, nah, it's not Brandon Lee.
But no. It has nothing to do with who's replacing Brandon Lee. Is my point. Skarsgård did the best he could. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, all right, let's take Ryan's point POV, for example, right? And he has a point. Someone who's never seen the first Crow watch this one might like it more, right? Let me flip it to you this way. In this one, I give him a little bit of effort for this, because this is why, even though it's still trash, I give him an effort for this. They tried to extensively explain how powerful the relationship was with Crow and Shelly, Eric and Shelly, right? The problem is it went 10, 15 minutes, a little too long, right? We get it.
So they over-explained it. Gotcha.
And then when he becomes the Crow, he's still not the Crow. They try to give him a moment of struggle when he gets the Crow powers.
Now, when you say struggle, what do you mean?
All right, so when he got the Crow powers, he ends up accidentally killing a guy because he's trying to kill the person that killed Shelly. But it's an accident. And when he gets shot, that's when he discovers that when he gets shot, he heals. So this is like the first time waking up. So he gets shot. He's like, I'm dying. I'm not dying. Okay, I'm healing. So there's moments of him struggling as the Crow. And then he dies again. Different story, by the way, so walk with me. He dies again and makes a deal to where when he comes back, the stakes are higher. So now he becomes the Crow we think y'all gonna love if you watch it.
Okay, but makes a deal with who?
Some guy, I think he see why the movie sucks. And I'm dead serious. They don't explain it. It's so much elements to this movie. It's just like
Okay, now I'm really gonna have to watch this because I'm
No.
I do want to watch, but I have seen every Crow, even though
You
they
don't.
all been bad except the Brandon Lee one.
You don't want to see it.
I know, but I gotta see. It can't be no worse than the one with Edward Furlong in it. That one was terrible.
I never watched past the first Crow. You told me last week.
Oh, that one was terrible. Oh my god.
Because I know it's on Amazon Prime. Because after the Whack Crow, I went and watched the OG. Fun Boy.
Fun Boy. Victims. Aren't we all?
Yep. Ain't no coming back. He said, finally got you, Skag. I'm not Skag. Skag over there. Skag over there. I'm like this, man. He was terrible. That boy gave that man PTSD.
Oh my God. God. And then
That man said,
even the scene when he's having the flashbacks in the first Crow and the cure comes on. Just paint your face in shadows, boy. Slipping in away. God damn, now I gotta watch it again.
And see, that's crazy. And that's part sort of. See, Ryan, I tried to review it without thinking about the original Crow. I'm sorry, because
but I get it because you saw it.
Because because in original Crow, they did a better job with flashbacks explaining how deep Eric's love for Shelly was. They put 20 minutes worth of it in their movie, and it's not even close to the OG. I'm sorry.
So do you think their chemistry was off? That didn't make you believe it so much?
That could be part of it.
That could be a thing too.
It could be it. That could be part of it. It was too. To me, it just took too. It took too. Take away the first Crow movie. Even if you take away the first Crow movie, let's say this is the first time because it's a comic book. So let's say this is the first time they're trying to adapt the comic book of the Crow. Y'all took too long to get to the plot, even if you do know about the Crow comic, because eventually the Crow has to go start putting bullets in Fun Boy and Skag and the rest of the crew. In this one, he didn't really start putting bullets into people till like the last 20 to 30 minutes almost of the movie.
Oh, I hate movies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he was alive. It's broken down in this. In the beginning, he's alive. He's alive with Shelly. In the middle, he's basic Crow. And then at the end, he's the master Crow that knows what he's doing.
So a King Spawn movie possibly in the works, and then Jonathan said, "Nothing is cold, and you're all dead. You just don't know it yet." That was the line.
You got me dead, bang. Right? Go ahead. You got me dead, bang.
He said, "Give me your best shot, Fun Boy." Come on, you can hit me. He was knocking, and Fun Boy, he was throwing the knife. God, this thing go on.
So I mean, it was bad, but there was some effort. Skarsgård, you got, man.
I feel like Skarsgård is a great actor. He's just been getting hit. I know why he took the Crow. I know why. Because I think out of all his brothers, he may just be the best actor out of all of them.
He just came off Doom 2. I would have G-Macked.
Skarsgård was he
in Doom 2?
No, he looks like him. That's homeboy.
Yeah, from Elvis.
Yeah,
that's homeboy.
Oh, right.
But I can see why you think that. They do look alike. They do favor.
Yeah. Because I always liked him in the first time I saw him was in Hemlock Grove, and Hemlock Grove was like that. He was like a vampire.
He was in that.
Yep, he was the main dude.
That
Hemlock Grove was like that, and it was funny. I tried to pull it up, pause, so I can watch it on Netflix. It's not even on there anymore. That show was like that.
They probably moved this to another.
That's kind of wild.
I hate when streaming service be taking shows down.
I know.
Man. Don't be blowing me. Why, man? Come on, man.
I can't wait to see this Beetlejuice.
But one last thing, my bad. One last thing.
Go ahead.
On Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård. So I don't know if y'all got that trailer I sent you. He's playing Count Orlok in the remake.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
No, that thing is going to be like that. That looks so good. William Dafoe in that thing. I got high hopes for
Aaron
that.
Taylor Johnson, Nicholas Hoult.
I got high
Johnny
hopes for
Depp.
that.
That's Johnny Depp's daughter, the main girl. That's Johnny Depp's daughter.
I got high hopes for Smile 2. Don't clown me, because the first Smile was good.
That trailer did look good though.
The first Smile was good. That thing had your boy scared. Every time somebody stopped me on the street, like, stop smiling at me, fool. Like,
this one do look better than the first one. The first one.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't like the first one?
Not really, because I didn't like how the way the plot was written. It kind of pushes you in the corner when you got to do what you got to do to beat the smile. Like, that's kinda... It's like the lady from Saw that purposely made the trap that you can't escape from.
But it kind of reminds me of, I'll say this real quick. There's this movie called It Follows.
Oh my God!
I haven't seen it.
If I hear the name of this movie, if I keep hearing about this,
the movie premise is there's this thing that kills you.
He really is. I think this joke got a cult following.
It really does. So there's this thing. So basically, it follows you, but to stop it from killing you, you have to have sex with somebody else. But I lie to you not.
Yeah.
But and here's the thing: if the other person dies, it goes back to the person it was there. Like, seriously, when I first watched it, I was like, what the hell is this? But then I'm like, hey, this is actually all right though. Like, because it just walks.
I've never watched it, but it feels like I did. That's how many people are talking
well,
about it.
Well, it's kind of what the dude say in Hangover. It's kind of like herpes, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like a disease.
It's basically an STD with a hard spin. It's basically an STD with a hard spin on it. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is.
That, man.
Oh, man. But next week, God, I keep saying next week. But if you're here, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Thank you for everyone that showed up. The chat was popping tonight. Man, you guys, love you, man. I
really appreciate everybody that be in here too. Seriously,
yes, we're gonna take a moment. I want to thank all y'all. Like, seriously,
it's hilarious, man.
Y'all keep the chat going. I love that the chat's engaging. Like, you guys, I love it. I even love the Instagram tonight because I threw us up on Instagram, so I'm gonna keep throwing this up on Instagram. I want to give a shout out. Like I said, we're going to shout out for my girl Sabrina. Throw up some dubs for my girl Sabrina. You know what I'm saying? Love that girl. She came through tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud that she came. I'm happy that she came through. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to see before, but her birthday's coming up in October. So we're going to give her a happy birthday too when come October. But I'm really glad. My cousin came in here. Javon was in here. Jonathan was in here. Ming was in here. Jay Hogston was in here. Like, I appreciate y'all coming through. Like, seriously, it does mean a lot that y'all in here. And it really does, man. I'm glad that y'all been rocking with us like y'all do. It means a lot to us, man. And to that, I toast y'all. But so I guess we'll see each other. Not next week, but the week after next.
The week after.
But don't worry. We're going to be come back. We're going to get locked in, boys. We're going to be locked in again. And we'll get back to it. But as always, thank y'all for watching. Stay frosty. And if you can't be good at it.